Heyo. 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 Why is it a sad day? I don't know what that means, but it sounds sad. Sorry, bro. I really like the part, those octaves. What's up, Astro? How's it going, man? Hell yeah. I'm still feeling good about this one. I haven't listened to it since last stream. I still feel good about it. Definitely a lot slower than what I'm, used to writing, but I mean, man, it feels good. What do you guys think? Still holding up? Oh yeah, I forgot. But I think that that's a little too technical for that obituary style. Let's keep it going. What's going on, you guys? Just went over the song. Writing a song live with the chat on the spot with the chat's help. So feel free to stick by the stream and help me write this banger song. All it takes is a simple comment, suggestion, and maybe it's something that we can work in here. So feel free to stick around, writing all original stuff right here on the spot. You're not going to find it anywhere else. With that said, kind of doing a style of obituary, right? So, Riccolo, what's up, man? Haley Akers, what is up? So, we made it up to this part. Why don't I go ahead and play the song one more time through? You guys stick around. Tell me what you think. If it's trash, if I should add something here or there. Keep in mind, there is going to be lead guitars. There's probably going to be some octaves going over top. There's probably going to be some other little things happening. So do keep that in mind. Also, there is no bass guitar yet. So, yes, keep that in mind, and let's fucking rock it, right? Just got a notification on my phone about something. Make sure it's nothing important. And we're good. Let's get it. Yeah, sorry for not streaming. And what looks better? Had some triplets. There's so many triplets in this. I don't know what you mean. Down there, only guitar, then drums come back into double bass. I don't think that would be right there, Riccolo. I don't think that would sound right, brother. Like I don't feel like just cutting the drums out there and then coming into double bass randomly there would sound right. Here's what, if I did that, here's what it would sound like. Could be halfway through. Yeah, I don't think that. I maybe I don't know what the hell what you mean, Riccolo, but that's the only double bass part in the song so far. So I don't necessarily know what you mean by that. Get a bit more descriptive. All right. My day has been very good. You know, had to catch up with the lawn because, dude, we went with no rain. We went with so much rain this whole year. Been keeping up with everything Eclipse. And then it stops raining. Don't need to mow the grass. I wait too long, and then the backyards were freaking gone. So had to deal with that. And it took a long time. I had to mow my front and back, my neighbor's front and back, weed whack, blow all the bullshit away. Made some food, played some video games. Should have been working on content, but tomorrow is the day for content. Tomorrow's also going to be the day that I take the car. So remember I told you that I hit someone's car? It was my boss's neighbor's car. She's fine with us taking it to the shop. You know, it's just like a little dent on the hood. But, you know, my boss is being really adamant about not going through insurance. And I'm like, well, look, if we're doing that, I am not paying a fucking dime. Because you could have went through insurance. That's the whole point of the vehicle being through the company. You pay for insurance, so if something happens, it can be covered. It might raise your fucking rates, but it ain't going to be much. And if it does, that's part of being a business owner. You're trusting people to drive your vehicles. And plus, it wouldn't have happened if he wouldn't have been calling us bitching the whole time. So it's honestly my fault. All in all, I'll take it, whatever. But if he would not have called us, I wouldn't have been like, hey, tell him, make sure you tell him he's on the phone, bitch. I'm like, hey, Matthew. Yo, you hear me? Tell him, hit the car. So, yeah. If he thinks I'm paying a dime for it, I'm just not. You know, I'll take a couple hours off your pay. No, I'm not. I'll go to Amazon. I'll work at Amazon. Sorry, I'm not doing that. I'll make the same amount of money there, too. Nice. But yeah, day has been good. Just freaking rocking. So we're coming out of this section here, and I play that, but I'm thinking about it. If we're going back into this, there's no way. Because I'll show you why it's no way. Oops, that's my fault. It's not going to sound right if we do this. Sorry. Wait, how the fuck is that happening? That's how it's happening. Okay, gotcha. Jesus Christ. So I don't think just doing the copy and paste here is going to work. Been quite busy. What else you got going on? I'm sure you've been no school today, which is awesome for you. Nice Labor Day weekend. You mean you were doing a moisture test? You had to cut up the concrete? Why would you cut up the concrete instead of just doing a moisture test? You can literally buy those for like $7. Check it out. You can buy whole entire kits. They have cheap ones. They have really expensive ones. But you can get them really cheap. They come in like the little tubes. Like here's a whole kit you can buy. This is like the super. But yeah, they're like these little tubes that you put in right here. And these are the really crazy ones. These are the rapid tests. These even have digital screens on them and stuff. These are really fucking expensive. But yeah, you basically use the drill, drill in. We have to use these for work sometimes because, you know, I work with concrete and we do epoxy. So yeah, that's crazy. You know, moisture sucks. I mean, you're going to build up mold eventually. Everything builds up. It freaking sucks. I'm feeling like we should do something there. Like here. Right there, that it was in our floor, like under the floor. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I guess you didn't necessarily need to, if you're trying to figure out where it's coming from, like I just showed you, those moisture tests, you drill a hole in the concrete. You drill a hole, it's typically, it depends how far down you're trying to go, and it depends on what you're doing it for. But basically, you use a drill, you drill with a concrete blade, usually a diamond blade drill, and once you do that, you put your moisture test in, and some of them, they have rapid ones, and then they have ones that take up to 24 hours, 48 hours, and you put the test in, and it tells you how much moisture is in that area, and you can do that in different spots and see where the moisture is the worst and work your way back, and then fix the problem from there. But most likely, if there's water leaking underneath the concrete, then it's probably just an old house that is settled, and you have rain and water that builds up on that side of the house, and it's leaking through the walls, through the foundation, and through the concrete block and into the concrete. So I mean, if it's coming from underneath, now that's different. That's weird. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I deal with this shit all the time. Like, I literally do that for work. Yo, Cody, I got about $17 to spend on Amazon. What do you recommend me to buy? Well, if I had 17 bucks, does that include shipping? If I had 17 bucks to buy something on Amazon personally right now, what would I personally buy? I'm just trying to think what I would buy and then recommend you. Let's keep it channel appropriate. So we're thinking guitar stuff, right? I'll tell you what you should buy, Tio. You don't have it, and you need one right now. I know you don't have one. You need one of these, and it's the best thing I've ever fucking bought for guitar. One of the best things. It's in the top 3, okay? We're going to go Amazon. Go on Amazon. We're finding them deals, baby. I think it might be, if you just look up guitar setup neck stand. I can't remember what exactly the fuck it's called right now. I looked up stand now. Guitar neck rest work bench. There you go. One of these. You can get a cheap one. This is the one that I have right now. I have the Music Nomad. It's a little bit more expensive, but you can get one. So this is the one that I have. Maybe there's one on here you can get for 17 bucks and under. But this thing is what I use for all my streams. Whenever I stream, fixing up a guitar, changing the string, showing you guys how to adjust your truss rod without being a bunch of pussies, with doing your intonation, figuring it out the way you want to. And I'll tell you this is very, very useful, T.O. You could very, very well buy this one right here. Go ahead and look at the price, because I just figured out something else that you need to get, and you might be able to fit it in, okay? A pedal from Temu. Nah, fuck pedals. Pedals are stupid. I mean, pedals are cool, but I don't think that pedals, especially for that price, are worth it. If you need a pedal that damn bad, just give me your address. I'll send you a pedal, bro. I got plenty. Okay, and we're talking metal here, so you should already have amp that needs boosted. Anyways, so right here, guitar neck, rest, string, instrument, wooden neck, cradle, guitar neck, support pillow for a guitar workstation, ukuleles, violins, banjos, mandolin. Okay, so each one's going to have a different size for a different instrument. This one's really cool, really sleek, really small. This is $9. So let's call it $10. Now I'm going to show you another thing. That's $9. You need $7 more to spend. I got you. Here you go. Oh shit, I'm trying to find one. We're not gonna find one cheap enough. Okay, so I might actually be able to have better deals because I'm not logged in on here, but I'm finding you the deals right now, my guy. You need to get yourself a Fritz ruler, okay? The reason a Fritz ruler is so expensive or so important is because it's literally to adjust, rate what it says on here, string action gauge. You're literally measuring the height, the width of the strings depending on what you're trying to do. You are setting up your guitar precisely how you want it. So now let's go ahead and say I have this guitar. A lot of people have Les Paul or Strats. Now let's say I have this guitar. I buy another one. I love it so much I want another one in another color. I buy the other one. Feels nothing like this one now. What do I want to do? I'm going to take the measurements, and some of the measurements that you need are going to be needed with a Fritz ruler because it measures, it's perfect for measuring your your string height and everything else. What I would recommend though is one of these kits right here. These are great. This is actually the exact one that I have right here. This thing is awesome. Okay, it comes with all types of stuff here. You get your screwdriver, you get your fret covers if you're trying to polish your frets, you get a Fritz ruler within it, you get the fret files in case you need to file down one of your frets if there's a spiky part there. A couple things that honestly I don't even know what they're used for. Some Allen wrenches, all three, because universally there are 3 different styles. So I'm going to say either you need to get yourself this Lacado 25-piece guitar toolkit that involves it says a fret rocker level. I don't even know what that's used for, but it has your Fritz ruler. It comes with a steel ruler as well. And you can actually, oh, hold on, Tio, we can meet the $19. There's the 11-piece kit. No way. Dude, the 11-piece kit is right here. And it's $12.99. The other thing was $9. Damn. Do you have $21? You got a fret ruler? Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. Fuck that Temu. Yeah, getting this thing for setting up your guitars though is legit a game changer. This one's, it looks fine. It looks like it would weigh nothing and help you enough, but it's probably also not going to lift the neck up as much as you want. I do recommend the Music Nomad one. The Diodario one right here is pretty cool. This one's pretty cool. Non-invasive material here too. Rubber feet for non-slip. Not bad for sure. Yeah. So that's what I recommend you buy. You got me excited. I love coming up with budgeted plans, bro. You could tell me, yo, Cody, I got $500. I need a pedal, an amp, a guitar, strings, a cable, and I'm going to come up with the absolute best list for you that I possibly can find. Yeah. Maybe like pedal. Yeah, Tio. So setting up with the fret ruler is seriously so important. The only thing that I can truly say that I use it for is every guitar I try and aim for a certain height on my string. And on the back of the one that I have, I don't think it's in here right now. I'll get right to the music after this. No, I don't have it. But I go for the medium height, um, electric guitar medium height. I go for the middle of it and then go down to where it's like the top string is halfway met there. And I forget what that is in the measurement of the ruler, but doesn't matter. I like a medium height. I could definitely come up with some Megadeth. I've actually written some Megadeth, and I guess it wasn't necessarily influenced, but I almost said that because some people were saying that it did sound like a Megadeth style song. I would think the riff was something like. I'm just kind of winging it now, but that was like the thing. Her last site. I'll put it in. Just being fully honest, the band's name off the bat. Whoa, what the hell did I just see? I put Spotify up, and it looked like The Story So Far just released a new song. Ain't no way. Yo! I want to disappear in the USA. Oh, it's just live. Darn. I thought it was going to be an actual album. Damn, dude. Ooh, High Regards, one of my favorite songs from them. Don't even get me started on my pop punk shit, bro. That Under Soil and Dirt album, genuinely, like, I know it's so corny when people say, this band saved my life. But, like, dude, that album legit got me through some tough times on the pop punk side of things. Anyways, what do you guys think about this, okay? So we're coming out of this section here. And I would like us to go back into that beginning riff to have it. But I almost feel like we need to hit that, you know? I don't know. Like, I just feel like we do. So here, I'm going to actually, hold on. Let's actually glue these together. Glue item. Now, if I bring these back, they won't just be disappeared. And we're going to see how this works. Oh, wait. That's right. Hold on. Alright, let me try to record over this. This might sound weird for a second, but I think I'm about to cook, alright? Yeah, daddy. There we go. Check this out. This will literally slip right in there like an enema in a butthole. Check it. Hot. Hot shit. I think this works. Ooh, but hold on. We might have to come back like this. So that way we have that hit there. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it works really well, actually. Millie, what's up? Good to have you. Always good to have you. Okay, and then that brings us back into the riff. Now, I do know that... Okay, let's just go with it. Fuck it, right? Now I'm almost thinking we don't need to go the whole time on that one. It brings us back into it. It ties us together. It feels good, and it feels like. Thank you, Millie. It feels like where we're supposed to be. Dead romance is better. Truth be heard. Okay. Oh yeah, let me put that band in. I'll definitely check it out. When people give me band recommendations, I always try and throw it in the Spotify so I can check it out. But definitely that first band's name, Her Last Word, whatever it was. I'm trying to find it real quick. What was the band's name? Her Last Sight. That band name just automatically feels like a band I would not like, but I'm always down to listen to new stuff. Yeah, these are definitely some metalcore dorks for sure. All right, what was the other band? Dead Romance. I want your loving, I want your. Oh, that's a song. Gotcha. Okay. Anybody else been listening to any new music? Stuff that they would like to put in the chat? I always love hearing new music, so give it to me. I am a metalcore dork. Well, I have been playing a lot more metalcore stuff. I've been sort of working that into my guitar diet a bit. So, yeah, you could say that is part of the channel at this point. I mean, I love writing thrash. These metalcore riffs are really fun to play around with. I wouldn't say I'm the best at writing metalcore riffs, but like, especially with the beginner stuff, the Sorry, I was expecting it to be in drop for some reason. I was like, no, wait, I'm in standard. Let me try and make this work. Anybody know that riff? Nobody's going to be able to guess that riff, actually. If anyone does know that riff, I'll be very surprised. I just figured that riff out, though. It is, for anybody that's curious, it is Lamb of God. I think it's not Hourglass, which, no, actually it's not Hourglass. But dude, the song Hourglass, that guitar riff is fucking insane. I mean, there's a reason that I love Lamb of God so much. There's a reason that I love Lamb of God so much. By the way, we were talking about Tech Death, and I sent it in the Discord, I believe. But I did find a Tech Death band that I really liked and forgot that I liked. Let me go to... There it is. Yeah, so these guys are freaking awesome. I never really was like too into the other stuff that they had, but I really, really like this album. There's a couple songs that I'm like, but the band Decapitated, you know, obviously people know Decapitated has been around for a long time, but never really got into them too much. And especially with the Tech Death stuff. But dude, this album is like so good. Those riffs are so fucking good, man. They do change tunings a good bit, but even the low tune stuff, they still keep it classy. They're not just dong 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 dong. It's super good. Decapitated. TX2 newbie to the metal community. What's that mean? Yeah, I don't think heavy's defined by the tuning at all. Like, to me, heavy is when you hear something and it gives you that gives you that head nod. Maybe it'll make you want to punch someone in the head. But like, dude, there's standard E riffs that I like. A band that only play that I really love, smaller band from Sweden that I really fucking like, Lowest Creature. Those guys, they do like the crossover thrash thing. They always play in standard tuning, and their riffs just, they're headbanging riffs, and to me that's still heavy. Like, it's so good. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Lowest Creature, go check them out. They rule. Good Sweden band. Alright, enough tomfoolery. Let's get down to business. I'm going to cook for a bit. If you have any questions, I'll keep looking over. But I am in the kitchen. Alright, we're cooking. Would it sound right to do the double bass here? Nah, because it needs to be steady for the vocals. Okay, so I'm hearing some things there. You know, maybe we do come back into this. We do a full runaround because this is supposed to be like Obituary style. Carson Wallace, what's going on, bro? So can you play? I'm gonna do a little bit of semantics here. Yeah, but will I? No. Why? Because I'm not taking any requests for writing a song live with the chat on the spot with the chat's help. You're more than welcome to stick around and hang out. Feel free to make some suggestions, some stuff that you would like to hear within the song. Yeah, man, good to have you, though. Thank you for stopping by, finding the channel. We do all types of songs, so if that is something that you would like us to do, maybe Red Hot Chili Pepper style song in the future, so hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and keep an eye out on the live streams. Would love to have you, man. Okay, so we're coming out of this, and I think what we're gonna do, let's sort of play the board, right? So this is where we pop back in, right here. Actually, though, so almost a part of me that doesn't want to go back into this riff, but I feel like it's kind of important that we do. Alright, so let's do that. Let's actually copy and paste this over here, and then let's work on a build-up for this. Ooh, whoa. Whoa. So now we're coming out. It started a few years ago. What is this, 2001? Yeah, they started a few years ago. When did their first album come out? Does anybody know? What year did their first album come out? Someone look that up. I'm curious. Whoa. By the way, Tio, I discussed this with one of my coworkers, and I wanted to discuss it with you guys, what you guys would think. So obviously, I love writing these songs with you guys. It's a highlight. It's one of the big highlights of my day when I get to do it. But I wanted to talk to you guys about how you would feel, just so I can get the channel picked up to the numbers that I need to proceed. How do you guys feel about me continuing to do these, but I do maybe once a week where I go live, I have a set list, maybe 3 bands, maybe 4 bands where I'm doing covers. Truth be told, I don't even think it really matters if I just did one band. The fact of the matter, like one popular band, I think the fact of the matter is people want to hear something that they are familiar with, and they want it to be something that they can be like, okay, yeah, and they want it now. They want it fast. They want it instantly. So I think one way to really force people to go, okay, let's see what this guy's really got, and watch the streams writing these songs, is to start just fucking just doing the covers. You know what I mean? I'll go live. I will demonetize them so they won't be monetized for any commercials, anything like that for copyright stuff. And what I'll do is pick 1 or 2 bands, maybe 3, have a set list, go through it. If somebody wants to hear a specific one, go to the top. They can donate, and I'll push it to the top. But I want to get those numbers up, and I really do want to try and further this as a career. I'm not getting any younger, and I'm not loving my job more and more every day. I just got to figure out something that is going to work and boost the numbers quickly, and I think that every channel I go to, there will be people that have had a channel for a couple months, but all they do is covers on their phone with a Bluetooth speaker, a shitty ass sounding amp, and a shitty guitar, and barely know how to play it. And these people have 10 to 15,000 subscribers, and I'm like, what is going on? So, what do you guys think about that? Be honest with me. It's not going to be the only thing I do, but it will be something to do so that I can get the channel boosted up. What do you guys think? I don't like the silence, that's for sure. T.O. must not be here because he would have already said yes or no. But I do think it's something I'm going to do. I want to know what you guys think about it, though. And also, what bands do you think would be good ones to choose? What I kind of want to do is I want to keep it still me. I still want to keep it very me. I want to have 1 pop punk band, 1 metal band, and then one band that's like an off throw, something alternative. Even if it's like Nirvana or something, even though I fucking hate to do that, but I think that it would work really well. So we could do Nirvana, I don't know, another metal band. I would hate to do Metallica, honestly, because I'm so sick of Metallica. But, yeah. What do you guys think, man? Break the fucking silence. Somebody. Say something. Okay. Andrew. Yes, thank you for being here, man. So I just tried to talk to the peeps, and absolutely nobody said a fucking thing to me. And now I feel stupid for even saying anything. But long story short, I want to be able to boost this channel up. I want to be able to get the numbers where I am I'm not getting any younger. I'm not liking my job anymore as the days go. I'm thinking about still continuing to do this, but I'm thinking that maybe I should pick like 3 bands, do covers. I'll have a set list on the side. If people want to see one go to the top, they can donate. But these people that play covers on their phone with a Bluetooth speaker, playing a shitty guitar tone on a shitty guitar, have 3 to 5 to 10 times the amount of subscribers I do, and they have an 18th of the amount of videos, and they just aren't even that great of guitarists, and they're still making it work, and it's because they're playing covers. I think it's something I have to suck it up, and I just have to do it. I gotta do it and get it out the way, get the numbers, and then once I have the numbers, I can force it down everyone's throat. Hey, we're doing this. You know what I mean? One day a week, we'll do the damn covers. So what do you think about that, Andrew? We keep doing these. We write a song. When that song's over, the next stream will be the covers. If I get silenced again, I'm never writing a song on the live stream again. How about that? Also, what's up? But it really depends on what you want to do. Not opposed, but it really depends on what you want to do. Well, what I want to do is be able to help people with showing them this is the world of guitar and songwriting, and here's how I do it. I hope that it helps. I feel you, Andrew. So do I. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there that would be into this, but they can't get it because the numbers of my channel aren't good enough for YouTube to put it out to the world. So I feel like if I were to do, like, I don't even know. Like I said earlier, if I picked a set list of a pop punk band, a metal band, and then a random wild card like an alternative band or something, even if it's fucking Nirvana or something, just it would be good enough, and it would be fun. It would be fun. I wouldn't mind doing it. Covers aren't terrible. I like playing covers. I just don't want my channel to be based around that. You know? Do it, man. Who's stopping you? What's up, Pam? All good, Britt. You can just leave it up on your phone, man. Leave it up on your freaking phone and just have it chilling. Cheese is here. The old girl. Actually, she's the youngest. So small. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Yeah. What? What you doing, baby? What your baby doing? What you doing? Cheese. Cheese. Hot girl. You she just made the ugliest face. She went. Yeah, I'm thinking about breaking this song down. I want it to be super simple. I cried playing this game. Why? Cody, what games do you play, bruv? Marvel Rivals is pretty much the only game that I will like hop on and play anymore. And I've also been well, that confused the shit out of me. I saw Andrew and then Andre. That confused the shit out of me. What's up, Andre? Wait, is that the same? I'm confused. Okay. Confused the crap out of me. So, I play Marvel Rivals. There's occasionally some indie games I play, but the only other stuff that I like hop on, and it's because of my son, I'll hop on Roblox with him and play some Roblox games. But, you know, I really like competitive shooters, and I'm really good at competitive shooters, especially like hero shooters, like Marvel Rivals, and I would actually love to stream gameplay of it. Like, I genuinely think that that channel would probably take off more than this channel, faster than this one would. But I feel like those gaming channels, they never last. Yeah. You're gonna have to, but only with your left hand. I've been thinking about it. Maybe I'll make the channel tonight. Maybe I'll make the channel tonight. You know what I mean? I'll make the channel tonight. I can get everything set up. Will do, bro. Yeah, I think that would actually work out really well. Especially, I really like I said, I like playing the competitive shooters. And I was pretty good at Fortnite before, but I had to quit playing that game because I was starting to spend too much time in it. I like open world games, but I feel like I don't have the time to commit to it. Like, you know, a shooter game, I hop on, I shoot some people, I get off, you know? It wouldn't necessarily be two live streams, not at the same time, but it would be like whenever I'm trying to have a chill day, I just hop on the gaming channel. You know what I mean? Like, I could pick a specific day that I do that for a few hours. Yeah, Cyberpunk's cool. I've watched lots of videos of it. I've seen lots of stuff about it, but I've never sat down and actually played it. Alright, so I'm thinking about doing this. Just like slow, chunky part here. Cheese. Hey. She meowed. She knows I'm talking to her. Cheese. Cheese. Get down, girl. Get down. Get down. Just follow my guitars. No biggie. No biggie, dude. If you play Marvel Rivals, you should invite us all. Do you guys play? It would have to be through some type of MIDI sequencer. Like, you could definitely do it by, like, depending on the note you hit. But, oh my god, that would be so hard with Marvel Rivals. The way that the game's set up. Oh my god. I've seen people do it. No, I'm trash at it. There are characters you need to have good aim with. But I mean, if you're like playing a tank character and you're on the front line, you just need to lead the team and know when to back off, you know? Alright, so let's get this part. I tried to get these drums recorded, but it didn't even do it. I don't know why it's not doing it. What the hell? That should be long enough for me to get what I'm trying to do. Alright, let's go. Alright, that's good enough. Simple, so I'm right placed where I need to be. DP for my bungalow. What's up, Happy Hopper? What's up, bro? Alright, good enough. Just trying to find something that will keep me in time as I'm moving along. Alright, so I want to do something real simple here. Just chugging and figure out how to make it a little bit more complex as I go. Keep it real simple and do it as we do it. Looking for something simple. Ooh, I know this one's going to be good because it literally says doom metal on it. And I know that this should work. Those real slow drums here. So let's make this a center hit here. Let's hear what that sounds like. We'll do double kicks. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. I need to add some extra kicks, a little extra original to it. So this needs to be a double right here. A double, if you will. Okay, now we can try that with the guitar. I really want to keep this part just riding it out and add stuff as we're moving along, right? Yo, T! T! Yeah, let's get a little mood build up here. Then we'll add some octaves and leads there. Just keep it real simple like that. I do think, however, we need to record like a really tight demo guitar part for that, so that we can get those one drums that are there and sort of tighten them up and add the little nuances that are going to really sing with the guitar riff, and sort of, keep it so it's like, oh yes, this is glued together here. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna get it. T. Yo T, are you free to talk later, bro? So let's try and do like a little demo. And also, let me go ahead and tune up just in case there's anything from this that we want to keep. All right, let's do it, bro. Have you gotten any new plugins or learned anything new for your songs that you've been putting out? In the back of the mix, just barely audible but present. See, that's why I love you, bro. You know exactly where my head is at with the song. Or even better. Dude, that's why I would love if somebody was doing this like what I'm doing now, and I was able to make suggestions, because whenever I'm able to sit back and be like a composer for a song, dude, it is so much easier, because it's very hard for me to like focus on two things at once, and having to do all the things at once, especially when I'm not used to doing them all at once, it makes it a lot harder to focus. So like, I don't know, just being able to sit back and like compose would like, just like I say at band practice, when I practice with my band, I'm able to play and hear the drummer and go, yeah. And then it's like, I don't know why, but like in that position, I'm so much more present and able to like put stuff on the table. But yeah, exactly, Andrew. You're right on the money. This is gonna just be one of those heavy, as you said, ambient parts. Is definitely going to be some wee and something behind that. Multiple things going on, just sort of building up, but also fading out. Because truth be told, like with what we have so far, the song is about just with where the drums end here, we have about a 4-minute song. And that's because it's half timed. So it's like, it is what it is. We have a freaking 4-minute song. And the way that I see it going is it's going to be about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. There might be some stuff in the beginning we can cut out. This part here might not repeat, but we don't know yet. So let's keep moving. What is going on there? What the heck? Oh. I was like, what in the hell is that? Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, let's roll. No, 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 no. We won't kick it in just yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Gotta be a build. Leave Pam alone. All right, and for the second half, I think we're gonna bring that part in again here. Then we'll figure out the rest of those as we go. For now, let's record. Now we go, and then instead of it being on hi-hats, that second portion, maybe it continues with that hi-hat there, then we go into the, so it'd be like a, we'll have to fix that up a bit there. All right, I say we go ahead, record that, and then we can add some of the ambientness to this portion here. So this one might be good enough here. I don't know though. What the hell's andouille sausage? Alright, now what I want to do is play along with some bass because I really want to see what this is going to sound like and what this is going to sort of vibe like at the end here. Changing the tuning real quick. So I'm thinking with this bass tone, we bring down the mids, we bring up the highs without some of that distortion, and we let that bass sort of rock the low end a little more, sort of scoop it. We got those lead guitars here. All right. I still feel like with this song, I want more fuzziness rather than the like clankiness of the bass here. You guys know what I mean? So I'm almost thinking this part's weird. We need to get those guitar parts in there. You know what I mean? I was complimenting on Cody's song. Yeah, you were. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Pam. You know, you can't you might mess up on texting every once in a while, but I mess up on actual talking all the time. So, if that makes you feel any better. I will say though, vocals will make this song feel a lot shorter. With that said, though, I am thinking that we might need to, like, I don't know, have a part where we pick it up just a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, which we do, but I mean, like, pick it up in a different way. Like, we do have this part where it picks up. But then it repeats that again, and we need some pauses, we need some mutes, we need some different stuff there to sort of make it stick out in that section. So with that said, I say we get the bass recorded to what we have now, okay? Hear me out. We can record it real quick, come back, cut whatever we need, re-record whatever, but the bass will be there, so then we can add this damn lead guitar parts, because I'm going to have to grab a whole different guitar, use the transpose knob just to even make it make any sense. Greetings from Morocco. Welcome in, Yazin. Yazin, what's going on? Hope you're digging the head banging chill vibe for the metal song that we got today. Definitely a lot more kickback than what I usually play. That's for sure. Right now we're getting the bass part recorded. Welcome in. Ah. AC. What's up, bro? How's everybody doing, man? Got this Biz Ace. Playing some Biz Ace. I'm not liking the bass tone. I want the bass tone to be like fat. You know what I mean? I almost want it to be. I don't know. Like I just feel like I want it to be a little fatter. I'm gonna cut the mids a little bit on the amp of the guitar here. I don't know. Is it just me? Like, I can't really hear that well with the headphones. You know, like it doesn't do the justice that I need it to do. So let's try this. I'm gonna actually record the bass now. I'm almost wondering if this would help. Feels good, but I don't know. Shit. I didn't even record the bass to that. Completely random, but I saw a video of a lady who shaved all of her hair, turned it into yarn string, knitted it into a beanie hat, then put it on her head. I approve her. Dysfunctional. Yes. Very much so, good sir. That's the least. That's the least that you could call that. How's it going, everybody, man? Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. Tap that bell when you hit subscribe. I'm not a beggar, but I will ask because, look, if you've been here long enough, you know we're writing all original music on the spot. So tap that bell if you like what you see, like what you hear. Join the Discord. Join the Patreon for free drums, free backing tracks, free songs that we write here on the stream. If anybody is interested, has any questions, feel free to comment down below. If there is anybody who has any questions that go a little bit further, a little bit deeper, join the Discord. Click my name, hit more, join the Discord. All right, with that said, tap that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and actually record something here. I'm not really the bass tone isn't convincing me yet. It's once again just not convincing me. I don't know why. How does it sound to you guys, right? I see you, Cyril. I see you, Cyril. Dude, anytime I hear the name Cyril, it reminds me of the guy from Archer. So that bass was horrendous there. Um, you know, just getting down what we need. You know what I'm saying? We gotta grab the guitar. It was passable enough for like a live performance, but as far as like, really recording, yeah, I just wasn't there. But at the same time, that was sort of the point. I just wanted to have the bass recorded and be able to look back and listen and go, yeah, this bass tone isn't that great. I'll pick what I want. I mean, all in all, the bass tone isn't bad, but what I'm going for here is I'm probably going to end up quad tracking the guitars. So there will be 4 guitar tracks instead of 2. So there will be 2 left and 2 right. That's going to be huge within itself. So I don't really want the bass to have a bunch of high end because we have the drums and we're going to have 4 guitars. With that said, I want lots of low end coming from the bass. I want the bass to be really boomy, cut the mids, and just like classic kind of, scoop it. Thanks, brother. It is a USA Fender Ultralux with a Floyd Rose in the bridge. Silver burst. I don't think that this is actually called silver burst. It's called something else because it's not technically a burst. A burst is like starts bright and goes light. But yeah, man. Yeah, let's get an octave track made too. Yo, Killa, what's up, man? Thank you so much. CR5, thank you, brother. Spotify playlist. So what I have right now is my Patreon. I'm going to be posting everything for free. I have paid and free. The drumming tracks will be separate. The guitar and drums and bass and everything will be all put into one. So as of right now, we have some guitar parts that need fixed, some drum parts that need different fills to switch it up a little bit. The bass needs completely redone. We're figuring out some leads here. I think as far as the song is plenty long. It's like 4.5 minutes. That is plenty long enough. Other than that, I really think separating some parts with the octaves, separating some parts with the leads, and figuring out where we want to put a guitar solo. Because I'll be honest with you, I'd fucking put a guitar solo over this whole song if I could. If it was up to me, this whole song would be a damn guitar solo. But at the end of the day, I'm thinking in terms of like a band. So, with that said, as you saw, I put an octave track here, right? So now we've got an octave track, and we have our lead guitar track, aka this noisy bitch. That one. And then we have our octave track. Guitar solos are the best. Man, you know what's crazy is I hated guitar solos when I was younger. Like, I used to hear guitar solos so much. It was like in every song, you know, like the old songs, like all the especially 80s music, which I was obsessed with when I was a kid because I would hear it all the time. But, the guitar solos, I was like, man, there's too many guitar solos. But then guitar solos just like disappeared. And guitar solos went from being guitar solos to like melodic parts that hold a song together. And a song needs that, but you can also do that with a solo. Every song doesn't need a solo. But if you're playing thrash or something, like, you at least got to have a little something in there. Come on. Past 11. Yeah, but these are past 11. So... why don't we... let's do the easy part, right? Let's get the easy part down, which is definitely going to be the octaves. And there is a part of me that hates doing any type of mono guitar tracks for metal. I always do that for pop punk songs. It typically works really well with pop punk. But doing it for this... I don't know. I don't know if I want to create 2 octave tracks that are going to play the same thing, have them turned down low, and give it a stereo effect, or if I want to just record it mono. That, or I could also record it and create a doubler. Actually, this one already has the doubler on. So that's with the doubler on. Here's with the doubler off. Yeah, guitar solos stuck with the music that you would expect it to stick with. But like guitar solos used to be in everything. Jesus Christ, like think about it. Eddie Van Halen did a guitar one of the most iconic guitar solos of all fucking time in Michael Jackson's Thriller. I mean, is it Thriller? Yeah, it's Thriller, right? But my point being is that in all genres of music, there was always a guitar solo, and it was always about pushing boundaries. And people started reaching that level. Fucking Yingwei, Mouse Meat, Yinkbei, Ink Fei, Mouse Meat. That'll be his name for now. Yingwei Mouse. Now I can't even say his name right. Yingwei. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, you get to that level, and it's just like now you're past the point where people want to hear it. Like people are just like, yeah, shut the fuck up. You're good at guitar. No one gives a shit. What people really want to hear is that catchy melody, and then you get a little flashy and come back. Like that's sort of where we are nowadays. People don't really want shreddy solos. There is that crowd, but to have more of like a please all and to have more of like a catchiness to it, you gotta have both. You gotta add the melody section, the shred section, and then the section that ties them together as well. Yeah, it's Beat It. That's what it is. You're right, you're right. I couldn't remember which one it was, but I knew I was wrong. I just couldn't remember the name. But that's my point, is like you knew what I was talking about. Everybody knows that guitar solo, but those guitar solos were in every fucking bit of music, dude. Guitar solos were everywhere. And not only that, but like that guitar solo specifically is so fucking iconic because not only did it sort of bring guitar to people that may not even really be listening to much music that has guitar in it, but like it's important to add these aspects and push boundaries of music because at the end of the day, it brings people together, but also it brings people to new types of music. It's always important to push boundaries. I would love to start a band, honestly, that sort of pushes the boundaries of stuff. Me and T were talking about it. I told him, I was like, I don't know if I'd want like a band, but I would love to like have a project where I'm just pushing shit, you know? Is it Slash? I thought it was secretly recorded and it was Eddie. Let me see. I'll look it up. Yeah, it was Eddie Van Halen. The iconic guitar solo, and you can tell it's Eddie's guitar playing because there's tapping in it, and tapping wasn't a thing. Like I remember back in the day, I remember back when I first started working for the company that I'm working for. I was actually talking about that. I was telling my boss at the time, I was like, yeah, I play guitar and all that stuff. We got on subject, and he was like, yeah, I saw Van Halen play back in the day, and I remember people would say things like, like there were actual rumors going around about Eddie not even playing his guitar. Like people didn't, because it was such a new concept, the whole just fucking tapping everything. People were like, "Yeah, that's fake. That can't be real." But that's how far the boundaries were being pushed back then. And nowadays, it's like any Joe Schmo can pick up a guitar and tap a little bit. Tapping's easier than regular shredding, to be quite honest. But yeah, ACC. It is Eddie Van Halen. Van Halen of the band Van Halen agreed to play the solo as a favor to producer Quincy Jones, even reworking the song's structure for once for it and initially being left uncredited on the Thriller album. Exactly, that's what I was talking about. I knew that it was I knew it wasn't the song Thriller, it's Beat It, but Eddie Van Halen did the solo, and it was like nobody knew who did it at first because he didn't want to be a part of it. He just did it to do it, which in my opinion is insane because not being credited on that fucking album, imagine how much money was lost. Holy shit. Could you imagine doing a guitar solo for an artist that the song still gets played on the radio 50 years later? Like, what? Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Run DMC. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy to think about it, man. No, 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 no. Hold on. Run DMC actually, I think that Run DMC, they didn't do a song with them. I think Run DMC took a sample from an Anthrax song, right? They didn't do a song together. It was, they did a sample. Did Run DMC do a song with Anthrax, or did they just sample it? Oh shit, I fucked that all up. Run DMC did not do a song with Anthrax, but DMC of Run DMC collaborated with Anthrax drummer Charlie Bennett or whatever on 2020 charity medley. The band Anthrax is known for different rap metal collaboration. Bring the Noise. No, they actually did do something way back. Bring the Noise. Anthrax is Public Enemy on the song. Anthrax did not perform with Run DMC. Exactly. There you go. Whoa. I was gonna say no. You're right. Run DMC is well known for 1986. A genre-bending collaboration with the rock band. Wait, what? Run DMC was part of Walk This Way? Nuh-uh. Did Run DMC write the song Walk This Way with Aerosmith? Fuck, why is my cap lock on? The original song was written and recorded. I was gonna say, that did not sound like it was true. Why is that on the fucking internet? Maybe they did some type of sample off of it, but what the fuck are they talking about? Bro, that's just blatantly on Google, too. Anyways, let's get back to jamming. That was crazy. Like, what? Yo! Alright, so let's go ahead and let's play along with the octaves and the lead guitar parts of this song a little bit. For those of you that just joined, we are, and by the way, what's up, Sat? What's up, Eclipse? I'm going to be getting off here soon. Very soon, actually. It's already been almost 3 hours. It's about to hit 3-hour stream. Also, I do want to say this while we're here. Before I start, don't leave yet. If you like what you see, like what you hear, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. I'm doing a giveaway with a fuzz pedal electro harmonics hoof. If you are interested in that, tap that subscribe button. Even if you don't play guitar, you just like what I do. consider if you like what you see and like what you hear. Right now, what we're doing is coming up with a lead guitar part, some noises, some octaves over it. We're just kind of jamming along to the song, trying to figure out some stuff that basically throwing shit at a wall and seeing if it sticks. All right? So, yeah, all original music. I'm thinking we're going to do these octaves. I say this part. So let's go back. I feel like this part here, we should create another lead guitar track. And we'll do that little ambient part there. That can just be in the background really far away. And it'll feel like there's a siren going off. You know what I mean? So we could almost create... We'll type this in as distant lead guitar mono. We'll make the track the same color so we know that it is a guitar track. And we'll bring down this exact thing here. So we have the same exact thing going on. But we're going to turn it down way, way more. So this one's at 10, minus 10. We're going to turn this one down like minus 13. So that's pretty distanted there. I want it to be really low, just tucking it right in the back. Okay, so now we can go here. Dude, now that's kind of hard to do, throwing the finger up there. It's literally just this, but makes it feel so hard. Dude, I don't know why. I'm just feeling the electric guitar right now. I just want to keep fucking soloing over this part. I do think that it would be cool to do something here for sure. Maybe we keep it simple. Like Andrew was saying earlier, we'll keep it simple in the background. We'll keep it tucked to create ambience. Add our octaves back in, so we'll have our guitars, our distanted stuff behind us, and then right down the middle we'll have those octaves sort of tucked below. So the guitars are up in front, the octaves are there, but you don't hear them unless you're listening, and the ambient stuff is so far back that it's just creating distance and space for us. And while that's going on, and after all that builds up, then the guitar solo kicks in, and that would be sort of what I'm doing now. I think that could be really, really cool, and then fade it out while, just doing some wanky guitar stuff. Yeah. Son of a bitch. I keep forgetting to put it on the damn loop. Did it again! What the fuck? God damn. I'm so stupid sometimes. You see, I like this solo. I like this name. Fart. You guys remember that, Rick and Morty? I like this name. Fart. Morty. With your giant fart cloud. AC. Thank you, bro. I like this one too. I like where it's heading. I wish that I had more time. This is definitely getting worked on. Like, this one might not go down as the most technical one I've done on stream, but with the way that it's going, this one might go down as most like in the feels, because I'm really going for like the type of solo or just whatever the hell I'm doing on guitar here, for like it would be hard for someone to learn, not because of technicality, but hard for someone to learn because there's lots of just little nuances that make it what it is. And to me, that is what makes something original, but also interesting, and at the same time unique to that person. Um, I'll go through one more time and probably hop off here. Maybe I'll record like a shitty version. Maybe I'll record this one, even though it's not going to be great. I didn't double it again. Damn it. All right, it's fine. We'll keep it how it is. I'll look back on the stream if for some reason I'm not getting the vibe back for it, but I don't think that's going to happen. I will be back on the stream tomorrow. So look, if you guys are watching now, please hit that subscribe button. We are doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers. We are giving away a guitar pedal. I'm trying to hit that 5,000 subscribers so I can get the Sweetwater affiliate, and that is going to help the channel out so much because it will help with videos. It will help with ideas that I have for my streams. All in all, it will make things easier for me to put out to you guys, so then I can keep producing and putting things out and actually being able to focus on this and make it interesting. So hit that subscribe button, you guys. Don't be shy. Comment below. And go check out some of my other stuff if you need proof that I'm doing the YouTube thing, man. With that said, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed what you heard. Why don't I show anyone who just joined, I'll show you the beginning riff, and you be the judge. This is, by the way, it's supposed to be inspired by the band Obituary. It's supposed to have that nice sort of feel to it. If you know, you know. Bass needs re-recorded. right. All right, so tomorrow we'll be finishing this song up with all the melodies, the octaves, fixing the bass, and then adding some more unique guitar or drum fills, so that way we can get it done. So I see you guys here on the channel. I'm getting ready to hop off, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you saw. We're writing unique songs all the time, on the spot, live. There's literally nobody else doing it, not with this genre anyways. So if you like what you see, like what you hear, consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, join the Discord if you'd like to get notified, or just tap the bell here on YouTube. I also have Patreon. You can go there. You can listen to the songs that we have written on the channel. There is paid. There is non-paid. I'm going to make the paid stuff a little bit more. So if you play guitar, you can learn how to play these guitar riffs. I'll do video slow, then regular speed. There is the separation of the drums and the full song. So there's lots of stuff to check out on my channel. But yeah, man, if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. We're getting to 5,000 doing that giveaway. Thank you guys. Love you. I will check you later.